Small branches here. Let's see. Oh, hold on a minute. Where are we going? If you don't take this chance, I'll consider this a failure. Catching up. Oh, don't go over there. Oh no. Just how well does the ActiveTrack on the brand new DJI Mavic 4 Pro work? That's what we're going to be testing in this video. I'm going to be taking it through some pretty challenging environments, including this grove of trees right behind me, as well as down a fairly narrow gravel road on my e-bike at high speeds to see how fast it can keep up. And hopefully I don't crash because I can't get DJI Care here in the US, so I really don't want to break anything. All right, let's get this up in the air and get going. First time hand launching this, it is an absolute beast. So I'm going to make sure obstacle avoidance is turned on and set to bypass. And I'm going to drag a box around myself to select myself, hit ActiveTrack, and here we go. We're going to shoot in 6K 60. Is that overkill? Yes, it 100% is, but the Mavic 4 Pro can shoot in 6K 60. In ActiveTrack, so we're going to take advantage of that. On previous drones, you couldn't use the maximum resolution like 6K or 5K. Ooh, let's see, what is it going to do with this tree? So far, it's doing a great job just navigating around all of the obstacles right under that tree. We are looking golden. Let's try to have the drone go ahead and go around in front of me and follow from in front. Don't hit that tree. Okay, we are good. Walking through this grass. I'm getting totally wet, but that is fine. We'll make a very good ActiveTrack test. That is looking great. I'm going to turn around here. It's still supposed to be tracking me from the front. Let's see what it decides to do, because it can't really track me from the front right now. There we go, it's coming around the side. Very, very good. Got my finger on the pause button in case it gets too close to any trees. Woo! It's getting right there into the branches. I'm going to tell it that it can be behind me now. And it is not sure what it's doing. Just hang out right over there to the side. Will it come in behind me and follow me? We'll see. It is doing pretty well. We've got some small branches here. Let's see. Oh, okay, good. It's going around this tree. Will it find me? Yeah, there we go. It's found me. It's supposed to be behind me, but it's just sticking over here to the side. It easily could have come behind me. And, ooh, boy, okay, there it is, getting a little frisky. And now it finally dropped in behind me. That is actually doing very well. And we're coming right back down here to the camera. All in all, I've got to say, very, very impressive tracking through a relatively tight space. By the way, if you want to get the most cinematic shots with your Mavic 4 Pro, there's two things that you'll want to check out. First of all, I put together a PDF checklist of the best cinematic settings for the Mavic 4 Pro, and I'm giving that away completely for free. You can download it. The link is in the description. Second of all, I have a completely free 45-minute drone filmmaking training where I share my top 10 secrets to getting cinematic shots with any drone. Link to that is in the description as well. Now back to the ActiveTrack test. Now I'm going to cancel out of tracking here and switch over to the 3 times, or I should say 2.5 times camera. And we are going to re-enable ActiveTrack with the longer focal length. And let's see how it does tracking on the 70mm camera. So far it's not even tracking. That's because I'm in spotlight mode. Never mind. Okay, so this time we're actually going to switch into ActiveTrack, and the drone is supposed to be following us from close and behind. It's currently flying over there to the side. Ooh. Okay, please don't run into anything. So far it's looking really good. It is staying in good places where there's nothing to run into, and navigating around these trees quite well. And it's lining up right behind me here and coming right under these trees, no problem at all. see as I go out into this grass what it will do. I'm going to flip it around to in front of me, and let's see how it reacts. Oh, I am getting absolutely soaked in this grass. It is so wet and so tall. It's been raining here for the last couple days. And yeah, it is struggling to figure out how to get in front of me. Let's try moving it into the closer loop. We'll see if it can go ahead and get in front of me. There's nothing over there for it to be avoiding, so I don't know why it's not in front of me already. It's not that it can't fly that fast. Well, it just seems to have no interest in actually getting in front of me. Oh, I guess it is apparently, here we go. Now it's finally in front of me. And so yeah, now I'm gonna tell it to go behind me, and I'm gonna turn around. And all in all, doing a great job. We are going to give it another orbit around to the side. Hopefully it can navigate this without crashing. It seems to be a little reluctant to actually go where I tell it to. Here we go. This time it is getting around to the front. Ooh boy, there's a tree. Okay, good. It's avoiding the tree. I'm still always a little bit jumpy with this obstacle avoidance. Will it actually do a good job of avoiding things and not wreck the drone? But it looks like it is doing just great so far. And yeah, it is flying in front of me. You could easily just vlog to the camera like this with the drone flying in front of you. And so yeah, let's hit the pause button before it gets too deep into these trees. And I would say that was a very successful ActiveTrack test. Now, if we switch over to the 6x camera, we'll have to exit spotlight mode and switch over to the 6x camera. I'm gonna move back a little bit. If I select myself on the screen here, you can see there is ActiveTrack mode, but when I click on it, it says ActiveTrack unavailable using the current camera. With the 7x camera, you cannot use ActiveTrack, but you can use spotlight mode, so it will track me, and I could just have the drone fly forward while I'm using spotlight mode, and that would essentially replicate what ActiveTrack does. Oh, and there, ActiveTrack totally lost me. Not sure what was going on. Spotlight mode just somehow glitched. So yeah, all in all, I've got to say it did a great job, but not particularly different than any of DJI's other recent drones, like for example the Air 3S would do. But that is very, very solid performance. It didn't run into anything, navigated all the branches, was able to figure out where it was going even on the 3x Tele Camera. So all in all, pretty good. The only thing I would say is it's sometimes a little bit slow to get to the side that you want it to be on when you tell it to go around to the front or the side. Hopefully they'll make that a little better with the firmware update. Other than that, it passed this test with flying colors. Now it's time to take it down on the road with the e-bike and see how fast it can keep up. So moving on to our bike tracking test, I'll be tracking myself on this e-bike company called Hovsko. Send it to me. Absolutely a ton of fun to ride. And a lot of other drones have really struggled to keep up with me on a bike, especially going down this road. There's plenty of room for the drone to fly, but it's narrow enough that the drone sometimes gets a little bit overcautious and afraid and can't keep up. So I'll be super interested to see what the Mavic 4 Pro can do. So I'm gonna select myself on the remote, hit ActiveTrack. Oh, and apparently got a couple degrees rolling on the gimbal, and that disables ActiveTrack. So I'm gonna reset the gimbal and try active tracking again. And there we go, we are following close behind. And so let's go. It is so far looking good. Going 8 miles an hour. 11. Let's go. We missed that tree, so we're good there. Getting some kind of a warning. I'm not sure what it is. They're going 16 miles an hour. Nothing crazy. But looks like we're keeping up. I'm going to switch over to this side. And looks like the drone is starting to lose me. Will it be able to keep up? There we go. I've slowed down and it does seem to be catching up. Oh, don't go over there. Oh no. Where's it going? Quick pause. Just wanted to ride back up and see what was going on there. So the drone has definitely gotten itself into a sticky position in a bunch of bushes. That is not good. There was a whole open road here where it could have gone and it decided to go right there. That's a problem. So let's see if we can get the drone out of here. Fly forward. I'm so glad it did not run into those branches because there were some small branches there. I'm going to go into the settings here and adjust the ActiveTrack setting. Under focus track settings here for a person, I want the inner radius to be closer. I want it to be 13 feet. And I'm also going to switch camera motion from normal to fast. We'll see if that will let it track any quicker, closer. All right, let's get turned around here. Start ActiveTrack again. And we're gonna go for it. And looks like it's tracking quite nicely. Hopefully it can stay away from the power line here, because there definitely is a power line. It's up a little bit high. It's supposed to be tracking 6.6 feet from the ground. Oh, it is in far mode. Let's see if we can get it to, let's cancel that. Our remote was falling off, not ideal. So I'm going to switch back into ActiveTrack, and this time, whoops, we'll cancel that. Let's move the drone back over. Go to ActiveTrack again, and I want it to track me from close instead of far. That should give us better results. Now we are close, and we are going to give it another go and see how it does. Move, lassie. Going 14 miles an hour. Let's see if it can keep up. It's gonna have to go around this tree to keep up. Oh, it looks like it has already lost me. Hold on a minute. Where are we going? Where are we going? This makes no sense at all. Okay, let's get rid of this. We do not need whatever's going on there. It appears that we are somewhere down here right above the creek, and that is not where the road is. That is a problem, a major problem. So let's see if we can manage to fly out of here. I'm actually quite impressed that we did not run into anything on the way in here, because there's some small limbs, but that was not where the drone was supposed to be. Okay, so yeah, it was supposed to follow us on the road all the way down here. All the way down here, and it did not do that at all. So I'm seriously a bit disappointed with the performance. Like, there's a whole road to track me, and it goes trying to find some shortcut off in the weeds. The Neo at least just follows the exact path that you went. I wish there was a mode like that on DJI drones. Just follow me where I'm driving, where I'm walking, where I'm riding. Don't try to go off into the woods. One more chance. If you don't take this chance, I'll consider this a failure. Hopefully the drone was listening. We're gonna go back to ActiveTrack. Again, tell it to follow me closely, and actually let's try following from far distance this time. Maybe that will do better. Maybe, just maybe. Let's give it some pep to about 14 miles an hour. This is not a very fast speed. There should be no problem following me at this speed at all. Okay, now hopefully it will stay away from those power lines. We're going 16, 17 miles an hour. Again, it's like not crazy fast. Okay, it is keeping up. Let's see if we can get it to go a little faster than 14 miles an hour, 18, 19, 20. It seems to be keeping up. Oh no, I can't figure out what to do with that pole. Okay, it's going around it. We're at 16 right now. Come on. Fly a little faster. Catch up. I don't know why it's staying so far off to this one side of the road. It's supposed to be directly behind me. And it does not seem to be staying there. Okay, we'll go ahead and go down this hill. I'm slowing down just a little bit to let it catch up because it's way behind me. It seems like the far setting is further behind me than I would expect. I hope it can avoid those power lines because it is getting dangerously close to them. Uh-oh, where are we now? It has lost the plot. Let's hit the pause button. Oh boy, it was sure close. All right, well, it's also right in that tree. I don't know why it couldn't follow where I was actually going. But yeah, I think we've gone down the road far enough and we are going to head back up. This e-bike is so nice. It can just go right up the hill, no issues. Let's hit custom 1 again, ActiveTrack, and we'll just let it do whatever it wants and see if it can keep up with me and not like get stuck anywhere. So far, we seem to be golden. See how long that keeps up. We're doing a solid 15, 16 miles an hour. And it looks like it's kind of losing me. Yeah, it's definitely losing me. Okay, we're going to slow down a little bit. See if it can catch up. Actually, I need to tighten the screws on my remote anyway. Oh, what are we doing there? Almost running into a tree. That was not ideal. All right, remote is mounted properly again. And the drone is really low to the ground now. I actually like that perspective. If it'll stay there, that would be fantastic. So yeah, let's go. "15 miles an hour. Very solid. Oh, it looks like it lost me. Oh, it reacquired me. Will it be able to keep me as I go over the top of the hill here? I'm slowing down to about 13 now. Yeah, I think it still has me. Don't run into a tree. Don't run into the power lines. Let's go. And it lost me, I think. Yeah, it did lose me. So we are going to have to manually get it back up here. And let's go back for another round of ActiveTrack. See how it does. Only going 14 miles an hour here. This is not very fast. We could go way faster, but I don't think the drone will keep up. I'm just gonna go ahead and let it catch up as we go around this corner because that's where it tends to lose us. Okay, strong environmental interference. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, there we go. It has picked us back up. So now we are going to give it a speed run. There's nowhere where it should lose us here. No chance. It can see the whole road. Just fly, fly, fly. We're going 19 miles an hour, and it is kind of tracking us. And also maybe kind of losing us. And uh-oh. Okay. Well, it's not bad. Oh, quick stop right here. There's a line that it was about to run into. Zip line, so we don't want it to do that. So, what are my thoughts? It's not the best tracking drone I've seen. I mean, it actually doesn't do bad as far as the speed that it can track me at. It was tracking pretty well at like 15 miles an hour, that's not bad. But, and here's the big but, it tends to just like go randomly off into the woods, especially when it's tracking from a close perspective. Even when it's tracking from a farther distance, it sometimes just like tries to be too creative with where it's gonna fly. And that's not good because as you can see, it nearly crashed the drone multiple times. That's a problem. Also, this drone is kind of expensive and there's cheaper options that for tracking basically do just as well, if not maybe a little bit better. And you probably don't need 6K 60 for just tracking yourself on a bike. So in general, I'd say this is probably not the best drone to get specifically for ActiveTrack in situations like this. But I will say in an open environment, it probably does way, way better. I'm sure it does way, way better. And for tracking something like a car, again, in a little bit more open environment, it would do absolutely fantastically. I've used other drones for stuff like this and it does great. Maybe I'll test that at some point. But on my standard test course, it definitely struggled. Previous DJI drones have struggled too, but it's not doing anything new and revolutionary, and even might be slightly worse than some other drones in the sense that it is going off into the woods randomly. So yeah, there is the ActiveTrack test for the Mavic 4 Pro. If you want to learn how to get cinematic shots with your drone, whether that's a Mavic 4 Pro or any other drone, make sure to check out my completely free 45-minute drone filmmaking training where I share my top 10 secrets to getting cinematic shots with your drone, covering everything from the best settings to use to how to compose your shots, to how to get smooth movements, how to work with natural light, how to edit your videos and color grade them, and a whole bunch more. Again, it's completely free. Link to it is down in the description. Or if you want to go even deeper, I do have an entire 12-hour drone filmmaking course where I cover my entire process for getting cinematic drone videos start to finish. Link to that is in the description as well. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more Mavic 4 Pro content, and I'll see you in the next one.